Hi guys, Aaron Dorr here, Policy Advisor with Wyoming Gun Owners, giving you guys kind of a weekly recap video on where we are right now in the fight to pass Stand Your Ground law in the Wyoming legislature. As you guys probably remember, this is a very short legislative session, 18 legislative days total to advance Stand Your Ground law and make this pass into law here this year in Wyoming. That clock began last Monday. I was there all day with Michelle Sabrowski with WYGO working to advance Stand Your Ground law. And here, as of Saturday afternoon, is where we are right now on this bill. As you guys probably know, for any bill to be considered in the second half of the two-year cycle in our budget session, it has to be voted on by a majority of the chamber to even be referred to a committee in the first place. If it doesn't have a massive support on that first vote, it will not be referred to a committee and the bill will die. So as of right now, yesterday afternoon, the Senate referred Stand Your Ground law, Senate File 71, to the Ag Committee with a vote of 24-5 with one senator absent. That was Senator Agar. The no votes on this yesterday were Senator Anderson, Senator Aslami Dalton, Senator Hastert, Senator Rothfuss, and that was it. Those are the no votes yesterday. So the bill has been referred to the Ag Committee. They're going to have to hear from you guys sometime here very shortly. Over in the House, House Bill 168, Stand Your Ground law with Representative Tim Salazar, was referred to the Judiciary Committee earlier this week by an amazing vote of 51-8. And so both bills were referred to the committees. Both bills did survive that first cut, if you will, and are now in the committee process. Now, on the House side, House Bill 168, that's going to be considered in the Committee on Judiciary this coming Tuesday at 12 o'clock noon. This Tuesday at noon. We have to pass the committee process to then go on to the full House floor for a full House vote. Guys, I can't tell you how important it is to have gun owners come out to this process and be in that room. Representative Salazar talked to me just moments ago, and he is urging gun owners in Wyoming who live nearby the Capitol to come on out there. Of course, this is the temporary Jonas building, temporary headquarters for the Capitol. But come on out to the hearing on Tuesday at noon if you can make it to show your support for Stand Your Ground law. Even if you can't come out to the Capitol, we understand that. But guys, there's going to be a very important amendment offered by Representative Salazar to House Bill 168, which would simply make House Bill 168 exactly mirror up to our original bill in the Senate side, Senate File 71. The current House bill has a couple of minor things we want to clean up and make a little bit better for Wyoming. And so he's going to offer an amendment to improve his own bill and make it just exactly mirror up with Senate File 71. So above this video, we're going to have links. We need you guys to send off your pre-written email to the committee and urge them to support not only Stand Your Ground law in the committee on Tuesday, but also to support the Salazar amendment to clean up some of the small tweaks the House version of this bill needs. So whatever else you do after watching this video, make sure you fire off your pre-written email to the committee members and make sure they know to not just back Stand Your Ground law, but back the Salazar amendment as well. Guys, there's a lot of inside rumor mills that happen in any state legislature. I work in 4 or 5 states. I know how this process plays out. And we're hearing a lot of rumors right now from insiders in Cheyenne that the House may try to do some really bad things on this bill if and when it comes to the floor. So we're not there yet. The process right now is, the focus right now is on the committee, but we're going to need you guys to continue to make your voices heard and insist these guys support the bill in the proper format with no bad amendments as this goes to the House floor. So again, for right now in the House side, it's going to be in committee this Tuesday at noon. In the Senate side, Senator Hicks is the chairman of the Ag Committee. We don't yet have an exact date and time when that bill is going to be heard. It will be sometime early, I think, next week. When we know more about that, we'll have an email out to your inbox with information on that, as well as on our Facebook page. You guys can fire off your emails to that committee as well. And guys, just kind of a note, if you're not getting emails from WYGO, you're missing out. We do videos as often as we can, but we do emails virtually every day right now during this short session. So if you're not getting our emails, make sure and sign up for those. Go to our website. It's wyominggunowners.org. On the top right-hand corner, there's going to be a little blue sign-up box right there. Make sure to hit that box and add your name and sign up to receive our free gun rights email updates from WIGO. Guys, we're going to do videos here throughout the week so you guys kind of know where we are in the week to come, that is, on this fight for stand your ground law. But right now, if we don't pass the committee process next week, the bill in the House is dead in the water. We should, emphasize should, have the votes to get that done. But we know there's a couple members on that committee who are waffling on this, believe it or not. So we need you guys to make your pre-written emails happen. Our system allows you to simply punch in your address and hit send. Not sure who your lawmaker is? That doesn't matter. It'll do it for you. Not sure what to say? That's okay. Our pre-written emails will do that for you. All you have to do, punch in your address and hit send. It's that simple to fight for stand your ground law. And again, there's been so much media coverage on what stand your ground law means. We're going to recap it again for you right now, because stand your ground law does not mean you can shoot first and ask questions later. Stand your ground law does not legalize murder, as some in the Capitol are trying to say. Stand your ground law does not change the rules on who can own firearms. All stand your ground law does is says, look, if you meet the current defensive force code that we already have on the books here in Wyoming to use your firearm in a self-defense situation, you could do so without having to retreat. That's it. Wyoming currently has a requirement that you have to retreat before using defensive action if you're being confronted by a violent criminal who's trying to attack you or your loved ones or an innocent third party. We have numerous cases that we discussed in prior videos on this page, numerous cases in Wyoming where the county prosecutors have prosecuted law-abiding gun owners for this very thing. Now, thankfully, in both of those cases, the jury found them not guilty, or the Supreme Court overturned and vacated their convictions. But guys, this is a real problem. And this could happen to you. It could happen to me. It could happen to anybody. Of course, we have a constitutional carry statute here in Wyoming. So you can carry without a permit or with a permit. But look, that doesn't matter. I mean, that's great. But we all have the same sense of forebode. What happens if I have to pull that firearm in a self-defense situation? What happens afterwards? What happens to me and my family if I have to pull that trigger because some violent maniac is trying to attack my family? Will I go to jail? Will I be bankrupted in civil court in lawsuits for years and years and years afterwards? We all have that same sensation, and we should. But this bill would fix all of that. It removes the requirement to retreat, and it says, look, if probable cause does not exist that you broke the law, you can't be prosecuted, as it should be. And it also says, look, if you never were prosecuted or charged with this crime, or if you were not convicted, rather, of this crime, more importantly, you, by statute, could not be dragged into civil court. After all, in civil court, the expression is, even when you win, you lose. Because even if you survive a civil court charge by the very scumbag who you had to shoot in a self-defense situation or his or her estate, even if you survive that and are found innocent in civil court, you're going to spend a fortune on depositions, on discovery motions, on expert witnesses, on pretrial prep, maybe on an appeal. You're going to spend a fortune even if you win in civil court. So stand your ground law simply removes all of this, and it just says, look, if you're being attacked by a violent criminal, you don't have to retreat before you can use your firearm in a self-defense situation. Guys, 36 states already have this law on the books. There is no state west of us or south of us that do not already have stand your ground law on the books. California has stand your ground law. Illinois has stand your ground law. Some of the most radical anti-gun states in the nation already have stand your ground law. It's time that we do too right now in Wyoming. But listen, just because your lawmakers voted for this thing to be referred to committee this week does not mean that this fight is over. Again, there are forces at work to water down and undermine key components of this bill. So please keep an eye on your email, keep an eye on our Facebook page, and watch for further updates. We're going to need more grassroots pressure to help advance this bill in its current format, but between now and the end of this 2018 session. So guys, that's all we have for right now. Again, nothing happens in Cheyenne without your grassroots pressure leading that charge. Nobody wants to pass major legislation just because. And it's not enough to say, well, this is Wyoming, so how are we going to have a problem passing gun bills? We always have problems passing gun bills in Cheyenne. They haven't passed any pro-gun bills in the state since 2011. So guys, it's not, there's no foregone conclusion we're going to pass this. It requires all of us to make your voices heard. Fire off your pre-written email right away. Call your lawmakers. If you see them at a forum or talk to them at church tomorrow, talk to them and tell them we want you to hold the line and to stand up for Stand Your Ground law. Guys, much more to come next week. Again, watch your inbox for more information. Thank you and take care.